so happy about where we are right now. '13 and previous to 13 are gone. They are history to me. Because we've reached number 14. And not many films are more important than number 14. These reviews are flying out. It's a review train, that's what I'm saying. It's a review. This is a damn review train. You're either on or you're off, and I'm on this review train. Listen to number 14. I don't know what I'm doing, but this is a review train, and we've reached 14, and we're not stopping for nobody. Just prepare yourself. This is Peter Pan. Wowie. Where to begin? Well, probably at the beginning. So this film is about the Darlings, the children of the Darling family, set in London. They believe in Peter Pan and claim that they have seen Peter Pan, and that's why they believe in him so much. The father, no chance. There is no chance that that's true. He does not believe it. So much so that he reaches a pinnacle one night and says that Wendy Darling, the oldest of the children, needs to leave the room where her and her two brothers sleep, and she gets her own room to grow up. That night, Peter Pan shows up, save the day, to find his shadow, because he lost his shadow, and he comes with Tinkerbell. Now Tinkerbell is not your average fairy. When you think of fairy, you think of really, like, you know, really good, sweet, caring creature. She is very mischievous, very cheeky. It's more of what I would class as a fairy, is what Tinkerbell is. Which is good, I think. It's good that they have started to put a lot more twists in their films, Disney, at this point. And so the Darlings want to go to Neverland, which is where you never grow up, and that's where Peter Pan is from. Tinkerbell doesn't want this. There's a little love interest between Wendy and Peter, which gets Tinkerbell very jealous, so she hates Wendy straight away. So he finds his shadow. Wendy sews his shadow on for him, and then he teaches him how to fly, and they fly over London to Neverland. They get there, and I mean, we can't have a review without a yawn, really, can we? Come on now. So anyhow, they get there, and they want to explore everything. They land on a cloud and they immediately see the pirates, which leads me to my favourite character. No, it's not Hook. It's Smee. Smee? Wow. He is not only my favourite character in this film, he is my favourite ever. I'm going to call it now, but I might change my mind once I realise what other films are. But he is my favourite Disney character ever. but that could change just because I'm on a Peter Pan high at the minute. Smee, the greatest soul, living soul that there is. So anyway, the basic gist of this story is that they get to Neverland, they want to do everything. They meet the Indians. Hook kidnaps the Indians, like princess Tiger Lily, and the Indians kidnap the Lost Boys from Neverland, Peter Pan's friends, and the Darling boys. While this is happening, Peter and Wendy go to see the mermaids, where they see Hook, Smee and Tiger Lily in a little rowing boat, where Hook is taking her to tie her to this rock inside this cave and leave her there until she tells him where Peter Pan's hideout is. And what ensues in this cave is nothing short of the greatest scene in any movie history. I've seen this film a good 50 times, easy, and to this day I cry my eyes out with laughter at this scene. Because if you don't know, Hook, he's called Hook because he has a hook hand, and this is because Peter Pan chopped it off and fed it to a crocodile. Since then, sure, it was something like either the crocodile swallowed a clock or the hand was holding a clock at the time of swallowing the hand, and ever since that, whenever the crocodile's near, you can hear the ticking of the clock. So they get to the cave. Hook has tied Tiger Lily to the rock. Okay, here we are. There is Smee there, of course. Hook then goes, because he thinks he hears like Peter Pan. Peter Pan then mimics Hook's voice. Hook can't hear this somehow, but you know, it doesn't matter, let's leave that out. But he's telling Smee to let Tiger Lily go. And so, after a moment or two, Smee and Tiger Lily are then rowing back out of the cave, and Hook is stood there watching them in disbelief at what he is seeing. And he's like, "What do you think you are doing?" He's like, I'm just taking the princess back, like you said. Like I said. And put her back! Incredible. And then Smee is like, I got it. Rows back, puts her back. Peter Pan comes back. What do you think you are doing? In Hook's voice. I'm just putting her back, Captain, like you said. Just following your orders. I said nothing of the sort. Smee is very confused. This point, Hook has found Peter Pan and is sneaking up behind him, ready to slash. Wendy sees this right at the last minute, screams his name, Peter's name, and he flies out of the way just in time. And then they battle. They're battling and they're battling. Peter Pan slices Hook's moustache down to little stubble bits. Oh no! Need to be consistent. Can't be yawning. Can't yawn. Right. The battle gets heated. The crocodile shows up. The water levels are rising, and Tiger Lily is on the rock, about to drown. Hook hears the crocodile, starts to freak out. Peter Pan lures the crocodile in. Hook is going mental, mate. They end up in the water, and he's like being in the oh my god. He's like running away from the crocodile, or like on the actual water, like running on water. Crocodile like appears in front of him with his mouth open. He runs straight into his mouth to the end of his tail, turns around and runs back out with the clock, throws the clock back into his mouth. Gets back to the little boat, and he's like, "Row for the ship! Row for the ship!" And he's rowing like stupid animation rowing, and it's hilarious. And they get to the outside, the entrance to the cave, but the exit obviously, and the water levels come right up, and he smashes his head off the thing, falls into the water. It's hard to put it all together because I'm normally laughing my head off, but then he eventually like how does it do it? Something happens, and then he ends up Hook fires out of something, and he's like skimming over the water. I'm in my head, this is just hilarious because I can see it happening, but you know, you might not be able to see it happening. Oh my god, it's the most hilarious scene you've ever seen. If you haven't seen the film and you don't want to watch the film, at least watch that scene. Please, I beg you, watch that scene. It will be the most well spent time of your life ever. That's my favourite scene. Not in this film, ever. There is then they go and Peter takes Tiger Lily back to the Indians. They then release the Lost Boys and the Darling Boys. They then go back to their hideout, and Wendy says that they should be thinking about going back home now. And Peter does not like this idea because he thought they were coming to stay forever. It doesn't get good. After this, the Darlings decide they do want to leave, so they go to sleep first. Tinkerbell gets captured by Hook, sells them out because Hook lies to her. She tells them where the hideout is, which is another cool scene where she steps in ink and then she's walking on the map in front of Hook and Smee. Blind man's bluff. These are just catchphrases for people who've seen it. If you haven't seen it, you're going to think I'm right, idiot. but I enjoy this film too much. So then it's been sold out. Hook immediately puts Tinkerbell in a cage and she realises what's happened. Hook and the pirates said go. Oh no. Hook and the pirates go to the hideout with the bomb to blow away while they're all in it. Tinkerbell escapes, flies in, tries to steal a present from Peter. Peter doesn't like it because it's like wrapped up in a present, so he thinks it's a present. She's saying, no, it's a bomb, it's a bomb. And he's like, no, it can't be a bomb. And then it starts to smoke. And at that point, it's a bit too late. She grabs the present, flies with it, and it blows up. In the wreckage, Peter's trying to find Tinkerbell and he finds her. And she's like dying. The pirates have kidnapped all the darlings and all the lost boys, and they're on the boat. Hook thinks Pan is dead at this point, and Hook is like about to make them all walk the plank. And then Pan comes out of nowhere to save the day, and they have a big battle. The crocodile comes back. And basically, Peter Pan wins. Hook has to admit that he's a codfish. I'm a codfish! Great moment. Then how does it do it? How do they do it? Somehow, watch the film. This is poor in terms of remembering, but Tinkerbell lives eventually. And then they sprinkle pixie dust on the boat and they fly then back home. The battery's about to run out. Smear's my favourite character. Pep up the crew, pep up the crew. You know my favourite scene. Please follow the links downstairs to our Twitter, Instagram. Subscribe to us. I hope you enjoy this. Thank you, thank you, thank you.